Pinterest is, the easiest way I can think to explain it is it's very much like a pin board that you might hang over your desk at work or at home, where you might throw up things like inspirational quotes or quotes that are funny, or pictures of places you want to visit, or projects you want to do, or recipes you'd like to make. So it's very much similar to the real life pin board, except it's a virtual version. And the main difference that it being online makes is that you can have an unlimited number of pin boards and you're sharing it with the whole world. You know, I think that for so long we have had to take control of what we do online. You know, for example, we get on Google and we search things. And I think one reason that Pinterest is so popular is that it is about discovery. It's about wondering and finding the things you didn't know you were looking for. So I think with, you know, so many years of people being used to using search engines and, you know, having to sort of know what they're looking for all the time and subscribing to particular blogs and doing things like that, I think people just love the idea of going on and randomly seeing cool things. And I don't think that would work if people weren't sharing really fascinating, interesting things on Pinterest, but since they are, you can kind of go on there and be like, oh, I didn't even know I was interested in this, but now I am. I would say the must-dos are to definitely get yourself set up properly. What I don't like to see is a new account that doesn't have a face with their account, or has boards, you know, 5 or 6 boards, and each one only has one pen. If you go to someone's profile, you'll see that the boards each show at least, I believe it's 4 or 5 pens. So you want to have at least enough that you don't have blank spots under your boards. So I would say the must-dos when you get set up are definitely get your profile completed, but also at least get a couple of boards. And as you create the boards, make sure you at least have 4 or 5 pens so that you don't look like you have an incomplete profile. I like seeing people get really clever and creative, and that is another section of the book where I talk about sort of, you know, some people find boards by using Google and search engines. So I think online we're very accustomed to being straightforward in how we describe things because people look for things. And I think one thing that's nice about Pinterest is that creativity is rewarded. So I actually encourage people to include in the mix some things that are just kind of silly or fun or creative. You know, as one example, I have a board that is for the short people, which obviously is referring to kids, but I just wanted to be a little bit stand out with that. And there's also some baked in sort of automatic boards that Pinterest suggests when you sign up. And I think it's nice to change those to something a little more creative, because otherwise you notice everybody has the same, there's a lot of people with those board names. Like Products I Love is one of them, and so there's like a bunch of members with a Products I Love board. So I say just have fun, be silly, be creative, but at least make sure it's a subject you're interested enough to regularly maintain that board.